Okay, here's a quick tutorial on upgrading to an LED light on the scene lights for our ambulances. Wanted to find a socket that would fit so we could adapt to a true LED socket. Seen some great tutorials online about adapting G4 bulbs, but I like this setup a little bit better. So what I did is I ordered some replacement sockets for a third brake light, well, more or less a reverse light. These sockets are the 7440. I got them from Amazon. They run about $10.99 for a set of 4. Just a little bit of modification. We have to cut these tabs off to set up to insert into the front side. There could be another method to install from the rear, but this is the way worked out best in this application. They fit almost exactly to the same hole. You can see here I've got to cut these tabs off to give me access to drop in pretty much an exact fit. Basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to glue it into place using hot glue. There's no rhyme or reason here. This is just a general procedure. You could use any type of adhesive that you like. This just seems to be a good application. I use a fairly industrial strength hot glue. Got to let this set up for just a few minutes. As I mentioned, this socket is for a reverse light. The part number that I'm using is a 7443 or a 7440 reverse LED. I think I picked those up. They run about, on average, $15 to $20 a pair. So once this sets up, again, very simple, very easy. I think these are going to handle vibration a lot better because the bulb is actually going to insert a lot more firm into the socket versus doing the adapter where you're just adding pins to an existing bulb. And there you go. The depth, this setup is a little bit longer than the original bulb, not by much. It actually fits under the lens, no problem. Okay, here's the finished product in better light. All glued up in there. Put the original connector back on. So it'll be plug and play back on the ambulance. And got an old, really jacked up lens here, but as you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's plenty of clearance on the bulb and the lens. Again, hard to tell in there, but it's not even close to touching. So yeah, it's a good clearance. If it was going to be an issue, probably could take this connector and instead of setting it up, you could probably insert it from the rear. I think there's enough clearance there. Now that it's glued in, I can't check, but even if you had to file this off a little bit, you can insert it from the rear and glue it if you wanted to have a little more clearance on the front. Because as I showed you before, it's does stick up just a little bit past the ridge line there, but hardly enough to matter. Very close to the original. So there you go.